Hey y'all, so I feel like we need to have a discussion about some things that are not being spoken enough about. And I know that I can't be the only stylist that's going through and seeing these issues that my clients are having. Um, we need to talk about menopause and the effects of menopause on your hair. I'm sure that women of a certain age, we're talking 40 and up, are starting to see some changes in their hair, and they're trying to treat the issues as if it's more of a damaged hair issue and not a hormonal issue. And that's where we need to fix the problem. This is not something that can just be fixed topical. It is internal. It is a hormonal imbalance that we need to work on, but we got to work on it from the inside out. So I'm going to go through a few videos to explain to you first what's going on, how we can fix it, and what we can do to still maintain a look that is comfortable for clients as they're transitioning through the menopause and still feel cute and beautiful and all of those things. Let's talk about some of the changes that you're probably seeing in your hair. The first things that you're going to start to see is thinness, dryness, texture change. Those are the three main issues that women are going to face when beginning and transitioning through menopause. Now let's try to talk about what's actually happening during menopause that's causing these shifts in your hair, right? The first thing is there's a drop in estrogen, a drop in progesterone, and those two hormones actually help to keep the hair shiny and full and thick and how your curls aligned and all of these things, right? And the minute that those things drop, your hair starts to shift. So all of the things that it was promoting, it's no longer supporting. And now this is why you're seeing the thinness in your hair. You're seeing your hair get dull and dry. And you're gonna start to see a change in your texture. So estrogen naturally keeps the hair in the growing stage. It keeps there's 4 stages of hair. We don't need to get into all of the details, but just know the beginning is growing and the last stage is shedding, right? So estrogen keeps you in the growing stage for a longer period of time. So the more estrogen, the more balanced your hormones are, then you stay in the growing stage, which means your hair stays attached longer to the hair and it continues to grow for a longer period of time. Well, once estrogen drops, what happens? It pushes those hair follicles straight into the shedding stage. And so then that's when you start getting the continuous thinning and sometimes just lack of growth at all. Your hair is always going to be growing, but certain follicles will stop. The follicles will shrink with the lack of estrogen and progesterone, and then you'll start to see the thinning. Most of your thinning is going to start happening at the crown of your head, right? Yes, it can happen throughout, but the crown and the front where your edges are usually most prone to the thinning from hormonal imbalance. Will also affect the quality of your hair. The quality meaning it will start to reduce oil production, which means your hair will start to look dry, have a dullness to it. It will then start to change the texture of your hair, meaning your curls can start to loosen. Your straight hair can start to become coarse and wiry, and we see that more also in the gray strands that come through. But the overall texture of the hair might start to change due to the imbalance of your hormones during menopause. So once you realize that this is not a cosmetic issue, this is not due to color or treatment or tension to the hair or over processing of the hair, and you realize that this is a biological issue and a hormonal imbalance, then you can start to treat the hair the right way. Deep conditions, oils and serums and all of these things, they're not going to work for something that's going on biologically. Can it help on the outside of the quality of the hair? Yes, but still you will still be battling with a biological imbalance along with the outside. I know we all just want to be able to wake up every day and do a quick style and do the most simplest thing, especially during this stage of life. But the reality is that there is going to have to be some work done. And if you and your stylist can come up with a plan that's going to work best for you, that still keeps you comfortable with whatever style that you're choosing, I think that the transition through menopause won't be so bad. You can't run from it, but you can at least glide your way through it as best as you can. So I hope this helped, at least now that you understand what's going on. And let's talk about the next step.